Tēnā koutou katoa. I've got George here, first 15 captain, about to go to the quadrangular rugby tournament. And we are recording this on Thursday, and we've just had our rugby caps ceremony. It's always an emotional big thing, the rugby cap ceremony, and this year it feels lucky that we're able to do it at all.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely lucky. I mean, taking everything that we can this year as a rugby community, and just happy to be out there playing rugby.
Yeah.
Effectively. Yeah.
So this idea, take the cap out, George. So this idea of having a ceremonial cap is something that we've done at Wellington College, and many schools like us have done for about 100 years. In fact, it's 150th anniversary this year of rugby in New Zealand. And George, this is your second cap, so you've got 2019 and 2020. And the tradition at Wellington College is to do this, so you have to hold it up so that people can see it. The tradition at Wellington College is we do this just before the quadrangular rugby tournament. And that's next week. We're off to Nelson. Why is quadrangular such a special annual event for Wellington College?
I guess with quadrangular, there's just so much tradition behind it. I mean, as a quadrangular tournament, but even before that, as a triangular tournament, goes back over 100 years.
Yeah, well into the 19th century.
A lot of tradition behind it, and 4 very traditional schools with loads of traditional running through them, and big rivalries as well.
So it's Whanganui Collegiate School, Christ College, Nelson College, and us. The 94th quadrangular, but as George said, was a triangular tournament right back into the 1890s. This will be your second quad. So what are the things that you are really looking forward to in this tournament?
Well, in this tournament, I mean, last year was an awesome experience having quad, especially here in our backyard. Just wrapping up the tradition and just getting amongst it. Playing some top class schools with some really high profile players. And that's something I'm looking forward to again this year. There's a bunch of players who are making the higher grade rep teams and all these teams, and I'm just looking forward to testing myself against the best this year.
It's really extraordinary that this tournament is happening at all. It was originally scheduled for term 2, towards the end of term 2, and has been moved right through to the school holidays in an attempt to try and keep it alive. And tentatively, it looks like we've got there. We're going to be able to. And that means all the ceremonies and things that are part of it, the traditional dinners, the functions that associate with it, will be able to go ahead as planned.
Yeah, for sure. And that's something that we look forward to. All the tradition. I keep banging on about tradition, but it's unreal amount of it. Like, it's just ridiculous.
It's been a really tough year. I mean, you guys were going to start your season with a pre-season tour of Argentina, and COVID took that off us. But my observation is that the boys on this team have really hung together incredibly well. There's been so many injuries, including Toby, who would have been the prop and would have probably been the co-captain of this team with you. And it would have been his third quadrangular, but a head knock put him out, and several other people not able to see the season out because of injury.
It's been a tough one this year. We've taken everything we can, and as I said before, it's just being out on the field this year. That's what matters to us, and the boys have instilled a great culture within the team, and it's just hopefully we can carry it on to next year with a bunch of boys coming back. And just looking forward to everything in the future.
Brilliant. Some great news last week that the under-15 gold rugby team won the Wellington champs for the second year in a row, qualifying 4th and winning. Amazing effort for them.
I managed to get along to the semi-final and help out and run some waters with their game against St Pat's. I think it was last Wednesday, and that was some great footy being played, and the boys put out a really gutsy effort, and just sounds like they deserved every bit of it on Saturday as well, with another come from behind victory.
George, we know that you guys are going to continue to represent us with amazing pride and passion next week. Thank you for your leadership in this area, and it's pretty tough. You're up against schools with scholarship programs and boarding houses, things that we as a state school with a zone without a boarding house can't offer.
Exactly.
But we know you'll play with heart and passion and represent us really well and punch above our weight.
Awesome.
Hey, I'm really looking forward to being down there with you. And so thanks, George, and thanks everyone. We'll be let you know the results as they come to hand. Bye bye.